Hi, and welcome back to Destiny University's Program Your Destiny course. This is lesson number 4, Programming Positive Neuroassociations. So now that we've actually identified the actual negative neuroassociations that we've had that have been causing procrastination, or approach avoidance is what we call it, we have taken the neuroassociative work, to actually deprogram those negative neuroassociations. Now we need to program positive neuroassociations towards desired behaviors that will end up architecting the destiny of our dreams. So that's what we're going to be talking about in lesson 4. So introduction to positive neuroassociations. We want to ultimately use positive neuroassociations to become approach automatic, which means taking automatic action towards certain desired behaviors as of the result, by linking pleasurable sensations to these new positive behaviors, or pleasure, not pain. Consistently conditioning these positive associations until they become natural responses. So change the meaning of new behaviors by reframing them as pathways to ultimate pleasure, and in doing so, we're going to ultimately become approach automatic. Reframing for pleasure. We reframe behaviors to view them as sources of ultimate pleasure, as we just talked about here, and positive framing enhances the desirability and approachability of beneficial actions. So this shift in perception encourages continuous engagement in positive actions. So consistency and conditioning, regularly reinforcing positive neuroassociations until they become ingrained or habitual, is the process that requires ongoing effort and commitment. And consistently conditioning them leads to long-term behavioral changes. So ultimately reprogramming yourself, we're installing new positive neuroassociations and actively installing these new associations linked to pleasure for desired behaviors, and deprogramming the negative ones, as we've talked about, or links to pain, such as fear. This dual approach transforms avoidance into proactive engagement. So this is a total self-improvement initiative, a transformation of sorts, if you call it that, is indeed the truth. And we engage in neuroassociative conditioning continuously, like I did with my self-improvement initiative starting in 2006. It changed my life entirely, transformed it. I became hypersocial and realized my destiny in life. So regular practice reinforces positive associations and diminishes negative ones, and long-term commitment to self-improvement yields significant results. So ultimately, what are we trying to do when we're talking about positive neuroassociations? We are unlocking our hypersocial personality. The positive neuroassociations lead to us becoming hypersocial, operating from a place of power and love without fear. So we deprogram the negative associations that cause approach avoidance in social settings, for example, and we embrace our hypersocial self as an integral part of your personality and your destinies, because your hypersocial self is ultimately linked to your destiny, operating from a place of power, personal power and love, and without fear. So becoming your hypersocial self, congruence with the hypersocial self is what we're going to be chatting about here. Achieving congruence with your hypersocial identity through neuroassociative conditioning, embracing your true self, free from fear, and full of confidence. So I did that same thing, becoming my powerful persona of Hercules Saddle, as I talked about in this course, to embody your best self. So changing meanings and framing, altering neuroassociations by changing the meaning of behaviors, link pleasure to positive behaviors, and detach pleasure from negative behaviors, like doing drugs, for example, etc. And this reframing encourages consistent engagement in beneficial actions. And then steps to conscious changes, Tony Robbins talks about. It speaks to gaining leverage to change limiting associations by understanding the benefits and consequences. Interrupt existing negative patterns through techniques such as mindfulness or physical activities. And form new neuroassociations by linking massive pleasure to positive behaviors. On to the next slide. In terms of steps to conscious change, we just talked about this. Getting leverage and motivation, the need to change, the desire to change needs to be ultimately be there. We need to interrupt the pattern that we're engaging in terms of that negative neuroassociation. Techniques like visualization, physical activities to break the old pattern. The interruption is crucial for establishing new positive neuroassociations. And ultimately forming those new ones, we need to link massive pleasure and positive emotions to desired behaviors. We need to visualize the benefits and feelings associated with these actions, and ultimately reinforce these associations regularly to solidify them. So what we're trying to do in terms of architecting our destiny is achieve the peak of life. Okay, that's what Tony Robbins' Get the Edge program talks about. And how do we do that? We need to choose the best positive neuroassociations, and then we need to basically install them or program them into ourselves or into our mind. So to develop the most empowering positive neuroassociations to reach your full potential, eliminate negative ones that hinder your progress, and this balance propels you to a peak experience of life and personal fulfillment and actually self-actualization when you become that hypersocial self and you're able to turn the science of your personality into art spontaneously and playfulness. It's really fun. So in terms of incantations and beliefs, you can use incantations to work on instilling these new positive neuroassociations and beliefs. We speak with emotion and passion to reinforce these beliefs, and consistent practice of incantation strengthens your positive neuroassociations. I used to love to do it when I worked out. Using neuroassociations when I work out really, adds that emotion, that passion to it, and actually strengthened my workouts while I was at graduate school. We frame for ultimate pleasure of independence. Basically embracing independence as the ultimate source of pleasure, becoming an independent person, and we associate positive emotions and fulfillment with being self-sufficient. This mindset fosters personal growth and resilience. So in terms of changing your neurophysiological state, there's a link between your neuroassociations and your neurophysiological state, as you can imagine. Changing neuroassociations directly impacts your neurophysiological state. And positive associations lead to resourceful, empowered states, while negative associations create limiting and fearful states. So emotional conditioning, condition your emotions to align with positive neuroassociations. Use techniques such as visualization, affirmations, positive self-talk, etc., and as well as neuroassociative conditioning. And regular emotional conditioning reinforces new empowering states. So achieving your desired destiny, by changing your neuroassociations, you change your destiny, and positive associations drive proactive beneficial actions, as we've talked about here, and this shapes a successful, fulfilling life. In terms of practical applications in life areas, we've already talked about health and fitness, career and wealth, social and personal development. So we link pleasure to healthy habits like exercising and nutritious eating, and reframe these behaviors as enjoyable and rewarding and the source of ultimate pleasure, not pain. Consistently practice and reinforce these associations. And in terms of career and wealth, associated career building activities with positive outcomes and pleasure. Career is the ultimate, source of pleasure, not pain. And we view professional growth as financial success as fulfilling. Reinforce these associations to derive career and financial achievements. In terms of social and personal development, we build positive neuroassociations with social interactions and personal development. Total self-improvement is the source of all, ultimate pleasure, not pain. And we reframe these activities as enjoyable and enriching, and consistently engage in social and in self-improvement activities to strengthen these associations. So in terms of summary and next steps, positive neuroassociations drive proactive beneficial behaviors. Consistently conditioning and reframing are the keys to lasting change, and embrace your hypersocial self and achieve congruence to it, to your true identity, which ultimately helps you to self-actualize and realize your destiny. In terms of next steps, we identify areas that need positive neuroassociations and begin reframing, or NAC, and practice incantations and emotional conditioning regularly, and commit to continuous or total self-improvement, as well as neuroassociative conditioning as a part of that. So in terms of achieving your destiny, we take control of your neuroassociations to shape your destiny, focus on positive, empowering ones, and eliminate negative ones that we talked about in the last lesson, and achieve a fulfilling, successful life by consistently engaging in beneficial behavior. So stay tuned. This has been Lesson 4, Programming Your Destiny, Programming Positive Neuroassociations. We're on to the final lesson in this course.